The US Embassy in Ottawa is on lockdown today. So is the Parliament building in Canada's capital city. Meanwhile, police say they're taking all necessary measures to keep citizens safe. I'm Francesca Page, and this story tops your Newsmax Now update.
All available resources have been deployed to this ongoing police operation. Our priority is the safety and security of our community. Additional resources are on standby should they be required.
Earlier today, a gunman opened fire at the National War Memorial near Parliament. In what appears to be a coordinated effort, dozens of shots were later fired inside the building. Police killed one gunman there, but say other active shooters could still be on the loose. Police are telling people in the area to stay away from windows and rooftops. Earlier this week in Quebec, a terror attack involving a car killed another soldier. Investigators say the suspect, Martin Rouleau, had recently fallen under influence of radical Islam. He drove his car into two soldiers near Montreal, killing one of them. Rouleau was eventually shot and killed by police following a car chase. Canada has since raised their terror threat level. And new today, a jury hands down guilty verdicts for all four Blackwater guards charged with the 2007 shootout in a Baghdad square that killed dozens of innocent Iraqis. Nicholas Slayton was convicted of first-degree murder. 3 other guards were found guilty of voluntary manslaughter. Slayton faces life in prison, and the other men are looking at 30 years behind bars. The men insist they were shooting in self-defense. Nearly a dozen employees at the University of North Carolina have been fired or disciplined after an academic probe. Investigators say more than 3,000 students, many of them athletes, received, quote, artificial grades for classes they didn't even show up to. These classes were predominantly taken by struggling athletes to keep them from running into eligibility problems. Former basketball player Rashad McCants says tutors would often write papers for him. Sweden is still on the hunt for a rogue submarine. The Swedish military says it will use force if a submarine is in fact discovered. This after several reported sightings of a suspicious vessel in their waters. The Swedes suspect the submarine belongs to Russia. Soviet subs were often spotted in Sweden in the 1980s.
Hi.
And take a look at this. Shoppers at an Oregon drugstore got a surprise visit from a bear cub running up and down the aisles. Police scooped the cub into a shopping cart, and the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife is taking care of the baby bear until they can figure out what to do with it. And in Oklahoma, retiring Senator Tom Coburn released his annual report of wacky government spending. Coburn says hundreds of federal projects like zombie musicals and voodoo dolls add up to $25 billion. I'm Francesca Page. Stay tuned for another Newsmax Now update, and as always, stay connected to Newsmax TV and Newsmax.com.